Most women think that their thoughts are the problem. All the woulda, coulda, shouldas, all the what ifs, all the overthinking, the fear, the anxiety, the doubt, all of these thoughts that are in your head. What if the thoughts aren't your problem and what you actually need to go is into your body to actually heal the thoughts? That's what we're talking about today. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Lisa Czak, founder of Worthy Woman Healing. We have a podcast. We have retreats that we take women on into the Caribbean, and we have a healing group that we do twice a month. I am going to first and foremost give you the free morning meditation, which is going to help you with what we're talking about today. Help you when you wake up and you instantly start in the woulda, shoulda, couldas, and the what ifs, and the overthinking, and the dreading your day. This is going to help you get a hold of your day before the day gets a hold of you. So click the link below for the free morning meditation. So, like I said in the intro, most women think that the thoughts are their problem, right? They come to me and they're like, Lisa, I can't stop thinking about what this person said or what they did or the circumstance, the situation that I'm in. They're so in their thought process, right? They've even gone to talk therapy, which has actually made it worse because it makes them think about it even more. It makes them talk about it anymore. When the truth is, lean in for this. Your thoughts are following your physiology. Did you get that? Your thoughts are following your physiology. So what do I mean by that? Well, I wrote a book called Portal Tears, and it is about healing all the unhealed wounds inside of you so that they don't show up as physical symptoms. They don't manifest themselves as physical symptoms. For me and pretty much all the women that I work with, one of the major physical symptoms that happens is extra fluff on the body, extra weight on the body, which as women, we don't like so much, right? What happens is when you carry an unhealed wound in your body, it gets stored in your body like a somatic imprint, right? It's stored somewhere in your body, and it's a physical sensation that is connected to a memory, a thought, usually a thought. It's all those thoughts that are going on, right? But usually it has to do with something from your childhood or something from your past that has happened. So it's a way that your brain is going to decide, are we safe? Are we in danger? What's happening right now, right? Which is why when you get that tightness in your chest, the lump in your throat, your heart starts racing, that roller coaster drop feeling in your pelvis. Maybe your skin literally feels like it's crawling, and it sends you into hypervigilance within seconds, like even just like a millisecond, right? Suddenly your heart is racing, you're shaking. Like for me, my heart will race. I'll start shaking. I'll get a lump in my throat. And what happens is your brain senses what's going on in your body, and it happens so quick. And your brain's like, whoa, last time we felt this, it was danger, death is imminent. We must run. We must react. Your amygdala, which is it's a little almond in between your ears and your brain. And it's also called the reptile brain. It kicks in and it's like, danger, dinosaurs are present, predators, we are going to get eaten. And suddenly you're feeling completely overwhelmed, spiraling, anxious, or maybe you're shutting down. Maybe you're having this freeze response. Have you ever had that before? After my mom died, I put all my gym clothes on. I drive to the gym and I wouldn't even get into the gym. I would just sit in the car and stare off. And I would lose track of time and everything. Well, my body was shutting down. I had a thought. Who knows what the thought was? I don't even want to revisit that. And I had a thought because my body was doing something. My brain instantly said, you are not safe. You are in danger. You must shut down. You must not leave this car because there's dinosaurs surrounding you. It's danger, danger, danger. It's hypervigilance. So what happens is in my Worthy Woman Healing group, we help you rewire those patterns so that when you have that, you can recognize it, right? My heart is racing, and there's this split second so you can stop the thought from happening. So what happens is, even in the healing sessions, you'll notice when you're in a healing session with me, I'll say, get out of your mind, go in your body. And women want to keep telling me what happened. Yeah, but you don't understand what he said. And he said this, and I can't believe he said this. Their brain keeps trying to bring them back. Bring them back. You can say your brain, you can say the devil, the enemy, whatever you want to call it. It keeps trying to bring you back into that situation and tell you you are not safe. You are only as sick as your secrets. It is time to stop suffering in silence and join other women who are also on a healing journey, who are being raw, real, vulnerable, and honest with what they are going through in their life, what they have been through in their life. And wherever two or more are gathered, we know God is with us. It says it right there in the Bible. So there is power to group healing. Miracles happen in there. You have one woman sharing, opening up her heart. Suddenly everyone else in the group is saying, yeah, I've experienced that. I'm not the only one. There's such power in knowing that you are not alone in your suffering. You are not alone in your healing. And we meet twice a month. And in between those times, a lot happens, right? And it's important that you have time in between the sessions to practice the healing technique that I teach you, so you can come back into the group and celebrate with the other women. Hey, I actually remembered to do the healing technique in that moment. That trigger didn't derail me anymore. But it's practice. I'm also a personal trainer, right? You don't just get a six-pack abs by doing one sit-up. You have to keep doing it over and over again. You don't run a marathon. You don't go out and run 13.1 miles for a half marathon the first time, right? You practice running a little bit every day. And that is what we do in Worthy Woman Healing Group. Join today and tell yourself, I'm going to give this a 3-month commitment minimum, because I know I need time to practice outside of these sessions, and come in and get guidance from the other women on how to actually heal all of these wounds, heal my mind, body, and soul, one trigger at a time. You are worth it. So what happens is, if you heal your body, like, okay, where am I feeling this in my body? The mind follows. You will get rid of thousands of thoughts, okay? You will shift the sensation in your body, and the thoughts just kind of lose their fuel, right? There's no, you're not putting gasoline on the fire, because the more you think about it, the more it's like you're throwing gas on the fire, which is why you want to go in your body to heal it. And you regulate your nervous system, and suddenly the story in your mind changes. You get to a place of peace and clarity. And it always amazes women in my private sessions and women in my Worthy Woman Healing group how they walk in feeling completely overwhelmed. They feel anxious. Their minds are racing. They're ruminating. They're not sleeping at night. All these things are happening in their life. And they walk out peaceful, even though nothing has changed in their life. They always say that to me. I don't understand how it is every single time I come into the Worthy Woman Healing group, or every time I come into a private session with you, Lisa, I feel at peace every single time, even though nothing has changed in my life. You don't have to wait until everything's perfect in your life and all of your circumstances have changed and your situation has changed. You don't have to wait for any of that. Peace is inevitable when you look in your body, which is not your temple. It's not a temple, it's God's temple. So you can heal it because God is right there with you. This is God's temple. This is his temple that he gave us. Look at your body. Next time you want to shame your body, think about what you're doing. Like you're actually shaming God. You're shaming his temple. Oh, baby. I'm going to look at my body a little differently now. So, because what happens is in Worthy Woman Healing Group and in my sessions, we are healing the root, not just the symptoms, right? Your thoughts are a symptom of what's actually happening inside your body. People get that mixed up all the time. And so when we heal the root, meaning where you are storing this in your body, we heal thousands of thoughts. We actually heal the root in your body. Okay? We're not going to go around chasing thoughts. That's crazy making to go around chasing every thought that you have and giving into every thought that you have. Instead, you resolve the physiology in your body where these thoughts are living. So if you are ready to stop living in survival mode, I have a special gift for you where you can do a free stop surviving, start thriving session with me. And in this session, you're going to become crystal clear on what it can actually feel like to thrive in your life, to have peace before any other circumstances have changed in your life. Because what happens is when you heal what's happening, when you disrupt that somatic imprint, get rid of the somatic imprint. What that means is where you're holding that in your body, then your brain is no longer going to go, danger, right? You still might have your heart race a little. You might shake. You might get a lump in your throat, but your brain's not going to freak out anymore. Your brain's not going to be like, death is imminent, right? Your brain can actually say, oh, wait a minute. I know this, feeling, this heart racing means that I need to just regulate myself. I need to lean into the feeling, allow myself to feel it intentionally, and then it'll just kind of dissipate on its own, and those thoughts will dissipate, and suddenly you will have clarity, you will have peace on the next steps that you need to take in your life. You will also uncover ways you might be sabotaging yourself from thriving, sabotaging yourself from actually getting peace, from actually healing what's going on in your body. And I already kind of talked about that a little bit, how you're sabotaging yourself by staying in your mind, by allowing those thoughts to just derail you. And you will leave this session feeling clear-headed. You will have such clarity. You will have such peace. I literally guarantee it. You will have peace. No one walks out of a session with me not feeling at peace. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what's happening in your life. You will feel peace and you will have clarity on next steps to take in your life. So if you're tired of carrying around a nervous system that's like, one breath away from shutting down or exploding, and you want peace and clarity, especially during the holiday season. I know you're going through a lot this holiday season. I know you have a lot of things that you're going through, and you can have peace no matter what. So if you are ready to stop surviving and start thriving this holiday season, click the link below for your free session with me. And remember, you are worth it.